started off with like, I thought I was going to have one thing to ship today, and it turned out to be a great day. What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I have a come ship with me video. Today is Friday. I'm filming on a Friday. This video is going to be released on a Tuesday, but just to give you an idea for all the stuff that sold for me within the last 24 hours. So since Thursday morning to Friday morning, these are my sales. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I went to bed last night thinking that I was not going to film a video today. I thought maybe I'd film it on Sunday or Monday, but the reason is because when I went to bed, I only had one sale. That's it, just one $15 sale, and that include like all platforms, just one eBay sale. And I thought, like, how am I gonna film a come ship with me video with like one item? So I really thought I wasn't going to make the video today, and I was very depressed about it last night. Like, I honestly, it bothered me so much that I was even having a hard time sleeping. And I vented to my daughter about it a little bit because she could tell I was feeling a little distressed. And I just told her, I'm like, I'm feeling really discouraged because I work so hard all day. Like, you see all this work that I'm constantly putting into this reselling business, and then just to have this go to bed with just this one little sale, like it was just like, I felt like my heart, you know, like I just wasted like hours and hours of like time. And you know, she told me, she was like, Mom, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. And you know, sometimes you just need someone to tell you that, you know. And that's why I think it's very important that we surround ourselves with friends and family who support us and that are always there to encourage us and lift us up. So if you are in that rut, just remember, we're gonna have slow days, we're gonna have good days. It's just all part of it. But you know, it is, what time is it right now? It's 10:30 a.m. and I have more than one item to ship. So things turned around a bit. I don't have any like crazy amazing sales, but it's still much better than I was anticipating. So I am grateful for the sales that I did get. And I did realize that there is a trend. Ever since Christmas, I've been noticing that a lot of my sales are coming through like in the morning or like early morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I have some sales, I have some offers. So that's kind of strange how, you know, trends like that work. But right now, I guess people are just shopping in the morning. So I guess that's just something to keep in mind. Well, at least that's how it's been going for me. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I have the first sale is actually the buyer bought 4 items from me. So I'm so grateful for this. I love when buyers come and they buy more than one item for me. So the 4 items that they purchased, they're so random. The first one is a blanket that is a replacement blanket for a Barbie bed. So this is, yeah, it's just a replacement blanket. I put on here that my cost was 70 cents. I think I got it in a lot of other stuff. So I just counted how many things I did and I divided it by how much I paid, and my cost was 70 cents. And it sold for $9. I did have it listed for $12, but I did accept an offer on this one. All these things were they sent me offers, and I accepted offers on everything that they sent me. So that kind of makes me feel like maybe I should hold off to see if they sent me more offers. And then the other item is this Billie Eilish. It's like a women's size t-shirt, juniors women's size. This was sold at Hot Topic. This one sold for $6. And then I have the Green Lantern t-shirt. This is a men's size medium. It is by Junk Food. I like to pick up this brand, Junk Food, just because I like the brand. It sounds okay, but I'm really just a fan of the brand, so I buy it. And this one sold for $8.95. This one is like kind of vintage. I want to say this one probably came out like in the late 2000s. So it's not necessarily vintage just yet, but we're almost there. Yeah, so this one sold for $8.95. And then I got this AC/DC shirt. This is a women's 4X. I could have sold this for more, but it does have some stains on it. They're not very noticeable stains. Like, they're the types of stains where it's like, I didn't even notice it until I shined my light on it when I was taking pictures. Originally, I think I was gonna try to list it for like 15, 20 bucks, but once I saw those stains, I was like, ugh. And it was already washed too, so I was like, those probably aren't coming out that easy. That was why I listed this one a little bit lower than I did. But all together, they paid $15 for shipping. So that was kind of one of the reasons why too, I was more lenient on the prices and accepting their offers, because I knew about the shipping. So I'm just gonna send them all in a little poly bag. I'm gonna put the smaller one in the middle. Smaller. So this is one of the sales that came through in the morning. So this was, I just needed this really bad. So I'm so grateful for this person. All right. Oh, so this does weigh, I wish I would have weighed it before I put it in the poly bag, because it weighs over a pound. So if it weighs over a pound, it's going to New York from California. It's going to cost me $9.88 to ship it, but I know that this will fit into a flat rate priority mail envelope. So that's going to be the way that I go. I'm going to go grab that envelope real quick. So yeah, I mean, this is going to save me a couple bucks, and it's going to get to the buyer faster. So win-win for everybody. And maybe they won't feel as bad about how much they pay for shipping when they realize that I shipped it priority mail. So it's just gonna work out good. All right, then give it some tape. I always like to put a little bit of extra tape. It did close up, but I never trust it. All right, so the new cost is $7.60. Lisa, if you're watching, thanks, girl. All right, this next one is one I'm slightly nervous about. It's a really cool item. Wait till you see this. You guys ready? Hi. Oh, what's your name? I'm the genie. I'm kind of mad at you. Because at Disneyland now I have to pay for my fast passes with the new Genie Plus service. Sorry. I used to be a really big fan of yours, but you know, that kind of ruined it for me. Aww. Will you talk to Bob Iger about that for me, please? Will you please tell him to get rid of the Genie Plus so that people can start liking you again? Thanks. This puppet I got 2 years ago from an auction I had bought online that came with a bunch of Disney stuff. And I was all about this. I was so excited. I was like, this is gonna be such a great sale. I listed it for $100 plus shipping. 2 years later, it might have actually been longer than that. No, it's like exactly 2 years, because I listed it in January of 2022. 2 whole years later, after it's been sitting in this garage day after day after day after day, he finally sold for $20.99 plus $11 shipping. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Yep. So the reason why I'm nervous is because if what I put in here, 3 pounds with the dimensions of 17, 10, 12. Going to Ohio, it's gonna cost me $22.01 to ship it. So I gotta get that down some way, somehow. I cannot let it cost that much to ship, so. So the first thing that I can't really do anything too much about the weight. Well, actually I can not ship it in a box. That will make a huge difference, but it all depends. I'm gonna play around with it right now. We'll do this together. I'll figure it out, but for now, the first idea for me is to shrink him down as much as possible without damaging him. So I think that a majority of this cost is due to the dimensions that I put in. So I got to get those dimensions down. So I think I'm gonna try to see if I can squeeze him into this bag. Back up a little bit so you can watch me. This is such an old listing. I hope it's okay. I think it is. Okay, I was able to get him to fit into this bag. I don't think I'm gonna get it any tighter than this though. Oh, dang it. I am happy to sell this though and to finally see it go. Like I said, it was just, this is a big item. It takes up space. I had bought this giant Charlie Brown plush at a yard sale a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't make a mistake by buying this. But I actually think that it turned out fine because it actually sold super fast, like within a couple weeks. I'm wondering if I'm gonna ship this one in a box because it weighs 2 pounds and 4 ounces. It's gonna charge me for 3 pounds rather I ship 3 pounds or not. So since that's the case, that will leave me space, that will leave me with some extra weight to ship it inside a box. But will shipping it in a box mess with the dimensions? That's what I'm not sure on. So I think I'm going to, I have lots of big boxes or lots of boxes I think that this will fit in. I'm gonna pause you and I'm gonna take a moment to go look to see if I can find a box, but I don't wanna spend too much time on it because honestly, this will be okay in a poly bag. I know it will, but it still would be nice to ship it in box if it's not gonna make it more expensive. So I'm gonna go check on that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I think I did it. So I got it at 3 pounds and 3 pounds and 0.3 ounces. So just barely over by like 0.3. And I know what you all are gonna say. To cut the flaps off, I already did it. So, yeah, I mean, it's 0.3 ounces. Not even 1 ounce, 0.3 ounces. I'm gonna take that risk. I'm gonna be a rebel here, guys, and I'm gonna do it. Hopefully they don't try to charge me for the 4. Okay, so I've got it at 3. Now's the moment of truth. Gotta check how much or I have to check the dimensions. So we've got 13. Okay. That's already better than 17. So 13. by 10. The 10 stays by 8. So I can update that 12 to 8. Please go down. Please go down. Yes. 11.43. Do you guys see what a difference that made? It dropped the price by $10 for shipping it in a smaller box. Sometimes we underestimate the size of our items. We got to keep those dimensions down, y'all. All right, so yeah, and then the buyer paid $11.99 for shipping, so we are right where we need to be. Yes. That took way too long. All right, next item is this rose spike necklace from Hot Topic. They were having a sale. All their clearance was buy one, get 3 free. And they had a whole bunch of jewelry and stuff, and this was marked at 7. So I grabbed a whole bunch of more jewelry that was 7, and you know, everything was buy one, get 3 free. So I think my cost on this was somewhere like, what is it? I don't feel like doing the math. $1.75, something like that. So for $10 plus shipping, not too bad. Buyer paid $3.99 for shipping, and the cost is going to be $3.97. So I was right where I needed to be with the cost of shipping. And this sold within just like a week of being listed. I listed a whole bunch of Hot Topic jewelry though, so I still have a lot more to sell, but this was the first one to go. All right, this next item is from a band called Black Veil Brides. This is a women's size extra large t-shirt. I think it may have tour dates on the back. I'm not sure. It's going to Michigan, and it sold for $9.49. I believe I sent an offer on it that they accepted. This is what it looks like. I remember I bought this one at a thrift store. I think I paid $2 for it. And I listed it in August. So I charged $4.99 for shipping. Oh, it's under 4 ounces, barely 3.9. So I can change this to 4. And it's going to cost me $4.13 to ship. Ryan. Oh, Ryan, I hope you realize this is a women's shirt. Well, I used a picture of myself modeling the shirt, so it's super obvious. All right, so the last eBay order is also another thing that I purchased at Hot Topic with the buy one, get 3 free. And it is this little makeup bag from the movie Wish. It was $15, but there was a total of 4, so it was perfect. So it was like 4 for $15. And this is the first one to sell. And what I like about getting a lot of the same item is that you only have to make one listing for it. So it's like you just make that one listing and you just sit around and wait for them all to sell. So I really love that. It's going to stay in California, so that's great. They had accepted my offer. I had it listed for $15. I sent a 5% off offer for $14.24, and they accepted. See, people do accept offers that are 5% off. Yeah, so I haven't fully made my money back for the 4 yet, but the next one that sells, I'll already be in the profit for that sale. And then the other 2 after that will just be all profit. So not too bad. The tag is in here. I just put it inside. So it still has tags attached and everything. I'm going to wrap him up in some cardboard. What does he weigh so far? 6.6. I don't know if I'm gonna stay under 8 ounces. If I ship it in this bag, it will work, but I don't know if it's gonna fit in this. Please fit, please fit. Go. Weigh it one more time. Yep, 7.4. And it's only going to cost me $4.09 to ship. It's staying within California, so that's why it's so cheap. So you may be like looking at like my attire and being like, man, it must be really cold over there. I'm like seriously wearing a sweater and then a jacket and then a beanie and then I'm wearing my boots. It's so cold. Do you ever like... So my friends always tag me in like memes about like that one friend that's always cold. Like I always get tagged in those because I'm that person. But if you guys could see, really, like seriously, I had to leave Colorado because it was too freaking cold. Like I can't handle it. And I'm living in Southern California now and I'm still like freaking cold. You guys should like really see what it looks like outside, and then like you would see how I'm dressed and be like, girl, you're overreacting a bit. But it's been so cold. I don't like it. Like during the mornings and the evenings, it's super cold. But in the afternoon, it's not bad at all. I mean, the sun's out. You can hear the birds chirping. I'm just a huge baby. But I told my husband, I'm like, I'm already over winter. Like, I'm ready for it to be summer. And he was just like, well, you've got a long ways to wait. All right, so we've got eBay down. So I was feeling also discouraged in regards to the other platforms, Poshmark and Mercari. I'm just like, man, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, why am I not getting sales? And then it's like, I see other resellers that are talking about like how great they're doing on Poshmark right now. And it's kind of discouraging. I always tell everyone, don't compare yourself. And I try not to do that myself. But I'm just like, why can't I do it? Like, and I always try to use that excuse that I don't have the right type of Poshmark items, which I feel like kind of is a valid excuse, because I think a lot of like high-end fashion and just fashion in general does better on Poshmark. That's more the people that are looking, that's what they market towards, right? It's like fashion. And I don't have a lot of fashion, and like the types of clothes that I sell aren't necessarily like designer clothes or like high-end clothes and stuff. So I think that does have a part to do with it. And then I'm just like, and then like I ask like other like Poshmark sellers that are like successful, like, what do you do? Like, how do you do it? Everyone gives me the same answer. They're all, you gotta use Posher VA. That's all. They're like, just use that, keep sharing your closet, use it to share your closet, use it to send offers and all that stuff. Like, utilize what it gives you and then you should be fine. But like, I use Posher VA. I have it and I pay for it and I use it. But I was just feeling like I don't really give much attention to those other platforms. Like, I'm mostly like an eBay girl. Like, I love eBay and that's where I get all my sales. So I kind of like don't pay very much attention to what's going on to Poshmark and Mercari. So I told myself that this year in 2024, I wish I would have thought about this before I made my video about things that I want to change and stuff. I would have talked about it in there, but this didn't come up till like recently. But in this year, I really want to focus on giving those platforms a little bit more attention, because I think that I really am missing out by not. So what I've been doing is I've been going on Mercari, and I've been promoting a lot on there and sending offers on there. And I normally don't. I normally just let it sit. And then I've also been going onto Vendoo and I've been delisting. So I'm going through like my oldest listings and I'm delisting them and relisting them, but I'm dropping the price and adding shipping. So before, all my stuff would be free shipping, but one of my viewers pointed out to me that when you're shopping on Mercari, it no longer says free on it. So, and most people charge shipping. So a lot of times people are just going to be assuming that your price is your price plus shipping. But because I was incorporating the cost of shipping in my items, I feel like it was making my items look like they were more expensive. So I've been going through, so it's going to take so much time. I've been delisting them on Vendoo, relisting them. So not only is it great to get my inventory like fresh on there, but then also I can be adjusting my prices along the way, incorporating shipping. So I felt like would do really good. So I've been doing that. So today's Friday. I kind of started it on like Tuesday, I think. So for a couple days, and like literally I still only have gotten like one Mercari sale since I started doing that. So it doesn't seem to be helping, but maybe I just need to give it a little bit more time and be more consistent and keep on it. So I'm gonna keep on it for a few more weeks. And if I'm sending all these offers, if I'm promoting and doing all this stuff and I'm still not getting any sales, I'm just gonna stop, because it's gonna just be a waste of my time. But I will say though, the last two things that I purchased on Mercari as a buyer have been like not good experiences. So I do worry that people may not just be shopping on Poshmark anymore because shopping on Mercari anymore, because it's just not that good of a platform, really, if I'm just being honest. They need to make some changes. I remember, what was it, like 2019, 2020? If you were selling on Mercari during those years, please comment and let me know what you think, if you agree with me or not. I don't know if it's just me, but during those years, Mercari was on fire. Like, I was constantly getting sales, especially Barbie things. Oh my gosh, I was selling more Barbie on Mercari than I was on eBay. And I was constantly getting sales. Constantly. Oh, video games were great. Things were selling. But like, it seems like maybe as of like 2 years ago, it's just been on this decline that's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't know if that's just me. It could just be me. I don't know. But like, I would be curious to know what your guys' experience is with that. But on to Posh. So I was like, I also want to give like my Poshmark Closet some love as well. So when I go onto Vendoo and I delist on Mercari, I'm also delisting on Posh as well. And I'm adjusting pricing on there too. So because I'm working on older inventory now to get them like freshened up, I'm dropping the prices on them, right? Because they're old inventory. So I've been doing that on Posh. And then I went on to my VA and I was just looking at everything. And I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm using it right and that I am like utilizing everything that they have to offer. But then I realized I thought that I had set up that every time somebody liked one of my listings that was 30 days or older, that it would automatically send them a shipping discount with a 10%. And it would just automatically do it for me, and it was working. But then I noticed that it stopped automatically doing it, and I had to go in there and I had to manually like request them to do it. So I hadn't been doing it all this time, and I thought that it was just automatically doing it, but it wasn't. But I know it was at one point, so I'm kind of confused. Let me know in the comments if you know like anything, if you have any advice, if you think I'm doing anything wrong. But now, like as of like 2 days ago, I realized that. So I've been manually, and you just pretty much got to click a button, right? And then it will just send the offers through. And then my Poshmark sales started really coming through. Like really coming through. And I've been getting Poshmark sales now like this week. So it woke it up a little bit. So everyone's right. You just got to utilize Posh VA, I guess. I wasn't doing it. So that's what I've been doing. So if anyone has any other advice for me and for everyone else watching this, leave it in the comments. What are ways that you can boost up your sales in Mercari and Poshmark? Okay, so sales. We will do Mercari first. It was just one Mercari sale that I got. This is like the one sale. Okay. It is this lot of Barbie hats. So it has like hats and visors and helmets and stuff like that. I had it listed for $12 plus shipping. And somebody sent me an offer for $10 and I took it. I just like, I just gotta wake up my Mercari account. Like, I gotta get some sales. And, you know, this came from, you know, last night when I was saying I was feeling really discouraged. I wanted to get some more sales. So I was just like, nah, I'll take it. Let's sell this Barbie stuff. I have so much of it. I just want to get it out, especially since I have some new Barbie inventory coming in. Out with the old and with the new. Let's go. So I've already printed out the label and everything for this. So there we go. Oh shit, I did not put this label on good. Much better. All right, and then I got two Poshmark sales. So these are sales and they're great that they're sales, but I'm gonna admit each one of these only gave me a $4 profit. So total $8 profit for both items. But you know what? I was just like, let's just get this crap out. I don't really care. This one is a lot of like children's play food. So I had bought at a yard sale a big box full of this play food, but it was like mix and match different brands and stuff. Like there was just all kinds of like different things. So what I had decided that I wanted to do was sell them all in smaller little lots instead of selling them the whole box together. And I honestly think that was the right choice because I did make some pretty good money off it. And I just had I still have a couple left over from that are like stragglers that are taking long to sell. And this was one of them. So, you know, I'm just like, whatever to this. I'm happy to take this $4. I've already made some good money off of all that stuff. And then the last order is going to be this Oregon Ducks fabric, like fleece fabric, $4 profit. I think the problem with this fabric is that it wasn't enough fabric. I think if I would have found like, if it was just a bigger piece of fabric, I probably would have been able to sell it for more. But whatever, I'm fine with it. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I never pay a lot for fabric, so it couldn't have been that much. So I already have this packaged and ready to go. However, I'm 99.9% sure that this is the right one. So, because I'm not 100%, I'm gonna have to open it and confirm. Yep, that's it. Just a bunch of mix. And then, just for extra security, I am gonna put this inside of a bubble bag. I'm so happy to sell this. See, Poshmark's picking up. I just had to give those platforms a little bit more attention. Well, at least with Poshmark. I don't know about Mercari, honestly. Ugh, if it just keeps going the way it is, I may stop using it altogether. I started off with like, I thought I was going to have one thing to ship today. And it turned out to be a great day. Oh, and I went to yard sales this morning. Maybe that's why I'm so cold, because it was so cold in the morning going to the yard sales. I went to 2 yard sales and I spent a total of $70. But here are all the stuff I got and let me know what you think. I'm too lazy to go into the car and bring all the stuff out and show it to you, but you'll get the point. So I got 4 Torrid blouses. So they're like really nice blouses. Like they all look brand new. One of them actually is new with tags. Really nice shirts. And then I got 2 pairs of Ugg boots. And then I got a Starbucks tumbler. I got 2 pairs of Nike golf, like windbreaker type pants. I don't know. They were like fancy ones. I don't know. I actually thought that they were snowboarding pants, but they said golf, Nike golf. So I got those. And then I also got 2 Madewell jeans. They're really nice. I'm kind of considering about keeping them. I might try them on. And then I got a Monster Energy drink men's Fox Racing shirt. And I got a Monsters Energy drink men's hoodie. And a little bin, probably like this big, full of like computer chargers. But one of them was an Apple charger. So yeah, I got all that stuff for 70 bucks. What do you think? Was it good? You think I did good? I know you can't see it, but just to give you an idea. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna try for the first quarter this year. I'm not gonna thrift like at all. Thrift stores are just too expensive, so I've been really utilizing Facebook Marketplace a lot more, and I've been trying to hit up the yard sales every Friday. I'm not really going on the weekends because I do stuff with my family. Like we always have like stuff planned that we're doing, so I just like go every Friday. And I feel like Fridays normally when I find the best stuff anyways, because there's less competition on that day. And yeah, thrift stores, I just feel like it's expensive. It's just not. I'm going to try to see how it goes for the first quarter without sourcing at thrift stores. I think it's going to bring my costs down. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. I think this video actually turned out to be a little bit longer than I was expecting. Maybe I talked too much. Well, I hope everybody has a great week. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching. And never forget, when you thrift upon a star, all your dreams will come true. So I've been going every day and delisting things. I actually got a message from